What is going on, peeps? All right, so let's kind of get through the news. There's not a whole lot going on, but I don't know. I think the parliament's getting I think they're starting to realize the predicament that they're in. You'll see what I'm talking about, all right? So let's get into the good stuff first. First and foremost, I've got to do my disclaimer. I know it's a pain in the boo-boo, but I'm forced to do it. I'm not an attorney, a tax advisor, or a financial advisor. Please consult with real professionals. The following is my opinion and my opinion only based on my own research. I will share the information that I find with you and will encourage you to read or listen to the information so that you can form your own opinion. All right. Okay, just a quick reminder. I have a Facebook group with the same name as my YouTube channel, Pimpy's Investment Chat. I encourage you guys to all come on in and join. It's free. There is a lot of information that is shared in here, and that includes some stuff that you guys are paying for in Patreon. All right, I just want to throw that out there. In here, we talk about the Iraqi dinar, the Vietnam dong, the Zim dollar, gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, and other stocks. All right, so I encourage you guys to come join us. There is a lot of good stuff in here. What I would also encourage you to do is, and just post a question here, and then, you'll be able to get your answers. I know you guys keep telling me upgrade to damn Windows 10. I will. I keep blowing it off. All right, I will. Anyways, come post your question in here and post it. And people are there's a lot of knowledgeable people in the group, and they'll be able to answer your questions. Okay. Alrighty. Now, having said that, let's just get some other things out of the way. Yes, the stock market is officially open. And I know some of you guys yesterday were like, wait a minute, it's not open. Clinging on to that last bit of pathetic hope. But no, you guys, look, don't put all your eggs in one basket just because one person says this is the date by the great divine. Okay, you guys, it would have been nice. I was rooting for it. I was kind of hoping for it, to be quite honest with you. But I still absolutely positively feel 100% that this is going to happen, and it's going to happen soon. I just wasn't one of the people that jumped on this bandwagon, okay, given the individual that was giving out the information. So yeah, the stock market has been open. We also know, in addition to that, the auctions are still happening, okay? And you can see here that the auction did take place today. Although no physical currency was sold, 152,780,664 dollars were sold on the auction. Okay, you guys? All right, so let's get into what's happening in the news. Okay, so we're keeping an eye on Kazami, that's for sure. Just every time I see articles saying that this guy is counted out and most likely he won't make it, then you turn around and you see articles like this. This is what I'm talking about. I think the people in Parliament realize they kind of are stuck between a rock and a hard place. No matter what direction they go into, they're not going to win. If they vote in Kazami, what's going to happen is he's going to go ahead and he's going to investigate and get those criminals who have been violating or committing crimes against the Iraqi people and have been committing all kinds of corruptions. We know he's going to do that. So when they thought they got rid of Zarfi, they really thought, oh, as a matter of fact, when they had Alawi in there, they thought, oh, this guy's going to investigate us. We're going to get rid of him. Then Zarfi was there, and they're like, wow, that guy's even worse because he was American born, if I'm not mistaken. He had dual citizenship. And okay, so they're like, no way. And then they brought in Al Kazami here. Okay, I believe it's pronounced Kazimi. Kazami. Okay, so anyways, Al Kazami works for me. But anyways, so look, if they don't vote this guy in, we already know what's going to happen. The president, under the Constitution, the 76th article, has the right to go ahead and dissolve Parliament. I'm really hoping that happens. I'm hoping that this guy doesn't make it. I'm hoping that they fail to pass him and his cabinet so that we could go ahead and do real elections there and allow the Iraqi people to vote in their own candidates of their own people. So here's what's going on. An informal source, I like how they do that, must be CNN, revealed that the Kurdish bloc and Sunni forces decided to authorize the prime minister-designate al-Kazami to choose his cabinet regarding its merit components in forming the government. The Kurds and the Sunnis decided to authorize al-Kazami to choose his booth and give up their candidacies. The source said to Euphrates News. Okay, the prime minister designate al-Kazami announced this evening, Monday, his rejection of any pressure that undermines the state. Look, I feel good about these guys, as these last three guys I actually felt really good about as far as candidates were concerned. They're pro-American, anti-Iranian people. I like that, and the fact that they were going to investigate people for corruption. All right, I really do. But I'm telling you, it's the other parts of it. The fact that the parliament is still going to remain, they'll be just a hurdle, and they'll make any PM's life a living hell that's in there because of the voting rights that they have. The vast majority of the people who are in the parliament, as we all know, are Iranian-backed politicians. So I prefer they just dissolve the parliament altogether. So Kazami said in a Twitter, the responsibility that I faced in this difficult circumstances amid the economical, health, and security challenges is a national responsibility. Basically, he's saying, look, I'm not going to give in to you guys. I'm going to do it my way because there's a lot of pressure and there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of priorities that got to be met. And me having to babysit you guys all day long is not going to work. So they're kind of folding, you know what I mean? And you can see here, he's even saying so. The Prime Minister designate Al-Kazami reject on Monday any pressure intended to undermine the state, asserting that anyone or everyone should place Iraq's interests in priority. And I support that 150%. I absolutely support that. And I'm glad to hear him say it. So it's one thing to say it, it's another to actually go through with it and be sincere about it. So let's hope this guy is the right guy. So he's just telling you, look at the responsibilities that I faced in the difficult circumstances amid economical, health, and security challenges is a national responsibility. Just like I said in the other article, pretty much the same thing. Look, back up. We got to do what's right for the people because this kind of crap in this country has been going on for way too long. So much so that people are backing out. Look at this. The Kurdistan Democratic Party member, Dalami, I believe that's how you pronounce it, revealed on Monday that the party abandoned the candidacy of the finance minister Hussein for the posting into the government of the prime minister designate Kazami. So she told the news that the Democratic Party decided to give up the candidacy of Hussein because he believed that it was difficult to pass it because of the objections of the political blocs on him. Okay, but look, again, you have a lot of different political blocs. Basically, they're tribes that make up a lot of Iraq. They haven't gotten along for years. The fact that they make up a parliament is interesting to watch anybody make an attempt to do something with them and get them to agree on it, all right? So, look, dissolve the parliament. I can't stress that enough, okay? So this is another article that talks about, the economical crisis facing Iraq is serious and dangerous. Of course, we know this, but we also know, I know you guys agree with me, we also know that there's a way in which they can help with a lot of their economical crisis, and that is do something about the rate change, okay? The Prime Minister designate Kazami on Monday held two meetings discussing the coronavirus file and the economical situation in Iraq. So again, we know that the UN, the IMF, and the State Department, Mike Pompeo anyways, is going to be meeting in Iraq in June. Okay, we know this is going to happen. I know you guys are hoping, just like I do, that they go ahead and remove the restriction off the currency and allow them to trade on the Forex. Let's cross our fingers and hope that happens. If they do, then, look forward to a lot of speculators to jump all over that currency. There are people who want to invest in the currency just like we do, but are concerned because the currency is not recognized internationally. So you can only imagine what that's going to do to the currency once it is floating and you can invest in it. It's going to drive that sucker up. Okay, that's just my opinion. Okay, so anyways, the media office of the Prime Minister designate said in a statement received by the news that the latter received at his office in the government palace today, Monday, the Ministry of Health and Environment, Alawi, and the governor of the central bank, Alak, separately. He pointed out that Al-Kazami discussed with the Minister of Health and the developments of the health situations throughout the country and reassurance on the safety and procedures to confront the corona pandemic and prevent it from spreading amongst the citizens and the results achieved, and emphasizes the importance on adhering to health and guidelines. Look, they're just going through the same thing we are here in the United States. Look, just take care of your hygiene, keep social distancing, don't be crazy about what you're doing, and just wait for the stuff to start to taper down. It's the same everywhere. But I notice again, our stock market took another jump. Again, that's weird that our stock market is creeping up and has been. It makes you wonder, okay? Look, they're anticipating things reopening. We know that 14 states opened up, so we'll see where it goes. Anyways, they're going through the same things we are in dealing with the coronavirus, but they are concerned about what's going on. Look at discussing the government of the Central Bank of Iraq, the economical and financial reality in light of the corona pandemic, and low imports as a result of the decline in global oil prices. So why do you suppose there's a decline in oil prices? Because people are locked up. Nobody's really out there, driving their vehicles everywhere. There isn't a strong need for oil because nobody's burning gas. All right, that's the same with flying planes. It's the same with whatever you're doing with oil products. They just aren't allowed to go out there and burn gas, burn fuel, burn oil. So again, once we get out and we're through quarantine, you can't anticipate that that's going to go up, as well as what's going on is with their exports over there. Okay. So anyways, again, a lot of these we already know about. It's the same thing. Look, these people are still jockeying for position with candidates. At first, they're putting up a very strong resistance, but now I think the reality is setting in, you guys. So keep your fingers crossed, because you know what? Again, I understand that one individual told you guys that this big miracle was going to happen, and it came by divine intel. But look, I'm not disappointed. I didn't expect that in the first place, all right? I was hoping for it. Don't get me wrong. Just like many of you were, but my feelings aren't crushed, okay? Look, I know it's going to happen, and I know it's going to happen soon, okay? It's gonna happen this year. I really believe that. There's no reason for it not to. So look, let's get that government in there. Let's get one in there. Let's get rid of the parliament. Let's vote one in for the people, by the people. Let's get some stability in there. Let's get Iraq back on its feet. Let's get infrastructure going. Let's get them into Chapter 8. Let's get the restrictions off the currency. Let's get it on the Forex. Let's start doing business, okay, guys? Leave a thumbs up if you like what's going on, and please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Every time we think our boy Al-Kazami ain't in it, it looks like he's squeaking back in there. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right? Talk to you later. Bye.